restart, but I knew we'd be fighting every game, and I knew we'd never give in any particular game or on the season. And usually if you do that, things usually turn out pretty well.
Every game that we play throughout this 16-game stretch is big. That's how we look at it, and that's what we've been doing a good job of during this 5-game win streak. Hopefully we can continue to do that when Texas come in here on Wednesday.
Few matchups in college basketball can match the intensity of Texas A&M versus Texas. In 100 previous games in College Station, the Aggies had won 50, the Longhorns had won 50. And more might have been at stake than ever before on Wednesday, March the 1st, in the annual State Farm Lone Star Showdown. Texas, ranked 6th, was looking to clinch the Big 12 title and fighting for a #1 seed at the NCAA tournament. A&M, now 18-7, was on the verge of their first NCAA bid since 1987. What ensued lived up to the hype in a 40-minute battle. Chris Walker, the Aggies' lone senior starter, played an inspired first half in the final home game of his career. A pair of early threes sparked the Ags. Junior Antanas Kavalauskas also played an outstanding first frame with 6 points and 5 rebounds. Texas leads by 1, 28-27 at the half.
You talk about effort, determination, trying, teamwork on both sides. There wasn't any easy shots. Our guys were tired. Our guys were dead. Joe told me at the start of the second half that he had no energy, but he kept fighting.
Back to Carter. Here goes a 3, and that's a 3 that we're going to count. Sideline to Carter. Got open for a 3. Line drives it. Got it. Now we got Kavalauskas. Free throw line jumper. Good. From the lane by the double J. He's going to go inside. Puts one up. Made it. He drove right in on Tucker. There's a deflected ball. The Aggies got it. A steal. Walker. This end to AC Law. Up off the glass. God lays it up. 43-39. It's a 4-point Aggie lead.
With 4:02 on the clock, the Aggies had their biggest lead of the day, 43-39. A&M would allow the Longhorns just 5 field goals in the entire second half, but Texas would squeak out 4 points in the next 3:59 to knot the game at 43. With 3 seconds left on the clock, the Aggies had one final chance in regulation to win it.
He slaps it, gives it to Law. Law pulls up. Here's a 3 by AC. Got it! He got it! He got it! He got it! Oh, he made it! He made it! 46-43. The Aggies have won it.
I think they like me when they heard me on the other way. So it's only right that I hit you with it. I think they like me when they heard me on the other way. So it's only right that I hit you with it.
Words can't describe the feeling. I mean, when you beat a rivalry, top 10 with so much at stake. I mean, for them, there was Big 12 championship was on the line. For us, our chances of getting into the tournament.
I don't even know what to say. I've never seen 2 teams play harder. And it was a very physical game, totally emotional, and it just shows you what you can do. It just shows you what you can do.
The victory was sweetest for the 3 Aggie seniors, who were honored during pregame in their final appearance at Reed Arena. All played a role in the Aggies' magical run. Eddie Smith scored 10 or more points on 3 occasions in 05-06 and added 6 in a crucial win over Colorado. Edwan Green had a tremendous all-around game early in the year against Grambling, scoring 5, adding 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And the Aggies' emotional leader, Chris Walker, a walk-on whose hustle, spirit, and determination granted him a cult following among A&M fans.
It makes me even more happy to be an Aggie with all my Aggies celebrating with me in my last
game. The Ags proclaimed powerless forward. Walker showed plenty of power against much larger opponents all season, grabbing 4 or more rebounds on 11 occasions and scoring 8+ points 5 times.
Chris Walker! Chris Walker! Chris Walker! Chris Walker!
The momentum carried to the final regular season conference game at Texas Tech. A&M dominated the Red Raiders from start to finish behind Marlon Pompey's career-high 17 in a 75-59 romp. With the win, A&M clinched a fourth-place finish and a 10-6 record in the Big 12. It's the best in the history of the program.
It is so hard to do what you did on Wednesday night, to be able to come back and play like you did today. But when your mind is tough and you play together, then you can overcome anything. And y'all are the toughest guys I have ever seen. It's the toughest team I have ever seen in my life.
Postseason play was next, and Dallas, Texas was the destination. The fourth-seeded Aggies received a first-round bye and matched up with 20-8 Colorado in round 2. For the second straight game, A&M was dominant, particularly from behind the arc.
On the baseline, here goes Carter again. Hit it, and he's fouled!
A 23-2 first-half run extended the Aggies' lead to 16 with 5 minutes left in the first. The barrage would continue throughout the game as A&M hit a season-high 12 threes. Complemented by Joe Jones's 21 points inside, the Ags blasted the Buffs by 33 points.
Can't stop, won't stop, shit, we in the gunners, 'cause we get down, baby, we get down. Girls, the girls, they love us. Say what? Look, shit right there, man, shit right there.
Exactly 10 days after their dramatic win in College Station, A&M would again match up with the now 8th-ranked Texas Longhorns in the conference semifinals. The Aggies, now winners of a league-high 8 straight conference games, once again fought the Horns blow for blow. Freshman Josh Carter led A&M with 25 points and 7 rebounds, and the Aggies led by as many as 4 in the first half. A 14-4 run to open the second, and a 1-point lead with 3.5 minutes to play would not hold up though, and Texas escaped with a 4-point victory.
And we said we're just gonna shock the world because nobody outside of us, our family, which is our team, believes in us. So we said we're just gonna go out and shock the world and prove to everybody that we're capable of winning. And this is where we are today.
334 teams compete in Division I college basketball. Every one of them fights through their schedule, aiming for one of 65 spots in the Big Dance. For the first time since 1987, Texas A&M University was invited. The year prior to Billy Gillespie's arrival at A&M, the Aggies were winless in conference play. Their first-round opponent, the Syracuse Orange, were national champions that same season. Texas A&M had come a long way in 3 seasons. The Big East champions had swept through their conference tournament and were considered one of the hottest teams in the country entering March Madness. Seeded 12th, A&M gave the 5th-seeded Orange everything they could handle and more. The Aggies led most of the first half, out-hustling Syracuse to every rebound and loose ball. Syracuse senior guard Jerry McNamara, who had carried his team throughout the conference tournament, was held to just 2 points and no field goals because of outstanding defensive pressure by Dominique Kirk. A Josh Carter 3 closed out the half, with the Aggies leading 33-24. In the second frame, the Orange would make it a game until A.C. Law took over. The junior scored 14 points in the final 8 minutes, almost single-handedly delivering Texas A&M into the second round. 12 of those points came in the final 2:25. He finished 7 of 17 from the field, adding 7 rebounds and 5 assists.
We just expect to put ourselves in situations towards the end of the game to win. NCAA tournament, so it's now or never, and we don't want to leave. And so when we get the opportunity, we try to knock them down.
We believe in ourselves, and we believe in the coaches. I think we're going to have a great chance to win every game we play.
The Aggies advanced to the round of 32 for the first time since 1980 with a 66-58 win over Syracuse. Winning one game in the tournament was a big step for the A&M program, but a team that had strived to overachieve all season wanted more. Round 2, Aggies against the 4th seeded and Southeastern Conference champion LSU. 7 minutes in, it looked like the Ags had met their match, trailing 15-3. As it had all season, the Aggies' heart and determination enabled them to battle back. A 17-0 run evened the score at the break, and the Tigers' backs were against the wall. The second half was back and forth. Jumpers by Joe Jones and A.C. Law late in regulation gave A&M a pair of 2-point leads. But a miracle 3 by the Tigers found the net with 3 seconds left on the clock, and the Aggies fell 1 point short of the Sweet 16. Aggie fans were left to wonder what if, as the team they took to the brink went on to advance all the way to the Final Four. The accomplishments of the 2005-2006 Texas A&M Aggie basketball team far exceeded what happened on the floor over 31 games. 18 young men captured the heart and imagination of Aggie fans and basketball fans across the nation. Their leaders, head coach Billy Gillispie and his staff, after orchestrating the biggest turnaround in college basketball the previous year, they did the impossible by taking it several steps further in 05-06. Alvin Brooks, Buzz Williams, and Steve Forbes form one of the best staffs in the country. Their preparation, game to game, allowed the Aggies to play with the nation's best. All three have extensive experience coaching and recruiting some of the nation's best. The supporting cast of Jerrance Howard and Al Johnson adds experience that has recently played against and coached some of the best athletes in Division I. As for Coach G, the foundation he has built in just 2 seasons at A&M is remarkable. A 43-19 record, including an incredible 33-5 mark at Reed Arena. 2 straight postseason appearances, and the Aggies' highest finish in conference play since 1994. Billy Gillispie has turned Texas A&M into one of the best basketball schools in the country, and will have them in the ranks of the elite very soon. Before the season, the Aggie basketball motto was play hard, play smart, and play together. The Aggies did this in 2005-2006, and so much more. A team that was picked to finish 7th in their conference, won 8 straight games, and came within inches of playing in the Sweet 16 and possibly beyond. A group whose intensity and determination was inspirational, and unity was unbreakable. Game by game and moment by moment, Aggie basketball shocked the world.